welcome back to Akafood Podcast. Again, we got my dog Josh in the building, Sophina, the diva, and once again, we have the lovely Jasmine.
Hey.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube as well as Instagram. We are up and active. Today's going to be pretty interesting. We're going to talk a lot about law enforcement and the criminal justice system. A lot of you know already that I was a police officer before. If not, I mentioned it on the other episode in the beginning. And yeah, we're going to talk about it a little bit, maybe give you guys some insights, as well as some things you may or may not know about. So yeah, let's get started. Let's see. Is the system fair? Do you guys think
did you talk to them about that you were in this world?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Remember on the first episode? It was introducing ourselves.
What if they start?
Oh, you want to break it down again?
If this is their first episode.
Right. If they
True.
tune in here, then they should know that you were.
You're right. We're going to cut that part out. So yeah, once again, I was a police officer with the Atlanta Police Department from 2012 to 2016. I left for some reasons that was pretty fucking stupid. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah.
That was
What were the
extremely informative.
Right. What were your reasons?
Ask the right
now?
questions. I will give you the
Thank
answer,
you.
sir.
Thank you
Ask the
for
right
that.
So
questions.
what were your
you know.
reasons in getting out of the?
How many people did you kill? That's the question. How many unarmed black men did you?
Whoa. One question at a
I'm just
time.
kidding.
One question at a time.
Go, Jesus.
I didn't kill nobody. Okay, have I put my gun on people? Sure, but I ain't kill nobody though. A couple times, people they require you to pull your gun on people sometimes because
Did you ever shoot
you never
somebody
know.
then?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't know because I feel bad if I had to kill a black guy, a young black man, something like that.
What?
Is that where that was the majority of the people you dealt with?
Huh?
Was that the majority of the people you dealt with then? Is what
Yeah,
you're saying?
because in Atlanta it's predominantly black,
Yeah, you're right.
so ain't nothing but niggas I was dealing with
Oh my
That's
gosh.
it. the entire time.
Jesus.
It's true. I mean, and a lot of times, man, it don't really be grown black people. It'd be like kids. You know what I mean? Like 15, 16, 14, 13. Them little motherfuckers are savages.
Were those the people you had to pull guns out on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they had guns themselves.
Oh, wow.
Dracos and all that. Them kids got it. Where they get it from? I don't fucking know. But, yeah, what's your other question?
I don't know.
You don't even know? Okay. This girl says she was
I mean,
questions.
Why would you? Can I ask you a question? And
What?
I'm not being a smart ass. I'm being serious. Why would you feel bad for killing somebody that was trying to kill you?
Because they don't know what the fuck they doing. They kids. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times they making mistakes. They don't know. Like, they mentally gone. Like, you know how people say just mental disease, people go through stuff, and that's a mental disease for them because they don't know.
What's a mental disease?
These kids, they grow up in certain environments, right? You start to develop certain habits. That's a disease because these are not normal things for children to be going through. Picking up guns, killing people, and not having any remorse about it, that's a disease.
It is.
You got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have felt bad to kill somebody's child because when you do that, guess what? You're still on scene. Their parents coming up crying and screaming and all this. You got to hear all this. And then once the dust settles, now you have to think about, damn, what I just did. You know what I mean? Some people are cutthroat. White people, cutthroat. They don't care. They really don't. Because they're not the same. They don't feel that. You know what I mean? But me being black just like him, can't do it. So I would feel bad about that.
Interesting.
So as a black man, what even made you get into law enforcement?
Growing up, right? So I wanted to do like football, right? That didn't work out because I got injured and all that stuff, whatever. So I was like, man, what am I gonna do? What do I like to do? And I was like, damn, I like to run. Police got that. I like to drive fast. Police got that. I like to carry guns. Police got that shit. I was like, shit, if I can get away with crime and doing some dumb shit, police can do that all the time.
Wow.
So, I mean, besides,
Could not have been your thoughts.
Was it-
Oh, Lord.
listen,
When
when you
man is
know what?
from
You know how old I was when I got
another
in police?
no, how old were you?
I was 20 years old.
Okay.
So I didn't give a care in the world about a lot of shit. And I figured like that was the only thing I could actually succeed at. So I felt like, you know what? Why not? Like, this is easy. It's this is the easiest job ever. So I joined. And I feel like this was my path because when I took tests, passed with flying colors, all that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was my mindset at that time. I'm grown now, so it's completely different. But at that time, a lot of people think like that. Why you think police got
I
to get
didn't
into so
think
much
like
shit?
that at that age.
Well, all right, this is what we were talking about. We were
20
talking about
is
with
kinda
police,
old
though.
Still.
Yeah, but for those, like, let's say if you grew up in a household where you're sheltered and you don't get out much, and you get out when you're finally 18, right? You still don't know a lot of shit.
I didn't know a lot of shit. I didn't.
Did you you went to college, right? For
did.
university? I didn't.
Right, but even in college, there's people that went like crazy in college. They took that path, right? So probably had that type of a mindset. I just didn't. Is I guess all I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Mine was a little bit different at that time. I grew up in Miami, man, so I didn't care about a lot of shit. I was just like, get money, be on your own, try to survive, and that's it. I didn't think logically like, well, the outcome of this, what will happen? I didn't think about that shit. I'm just like, yo, I need a job. I need a
I
career.
wasn't even saying that. I was just saying like, not even like the fact of, oh, I want to be a policeman. It was because I want to run. I want a gun.
No, I was thinking about the benefits of it. Not saying that's just my objective. Like, no, I was thinking about the
okay.
benefits of it. But she said, why you want to do it? I was like, shit, it's fun. Like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that.
Benefits being what?
Benefits
Like
of like,
actually-
like what I'm saying.
He
Like,
said he could get away with things without getting caught because he's a policeman too.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
benefit.
not like doing anything criminal, like
No,
killing
but he
you,
could
somebody
text
and
and
stuff
drive
like that.
if he wanted.
Yeah.
He could speed faster.
I mean, we got to use computers when we drive. A lot of times, those computers have like information on it. So if I get a call to go to a crime scene or something, you got to look at that computer, and it tells you, hey, there's a black man on scene. Look for a guy with jeans on. The caller looks like blah blah blah. You got to look at that stuff and drive at the same time. And it's kind of worse in Texas.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, it is. It is. But it's pretty cool though. Let's see. What
You had
was
a
the
question.
I had?
You said you asked him. You prefaced your question with, as a black man, do you think that black men should not be in law enforcement?
I'm not gonna say they shouldn't be in law enforcement, but it just kind of goes back to his earlier question about, is the system, I think he said, is it set up for us?
Is it fair?
Yeah, is it fair?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I'm like, okay, as a black man, you can try to be in law enforcement to maybe help the community out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're doing it to, like you said, to get away with crimes, how is that really helping where you come from?
So, in the
That's also a
beginning,
different time too.
yeah. But in the beginning, like I was saying, the benefits of it that I was loving, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so once you get in, you start to think about certain things, like what you just said. Like, okay, how can I help these people out? And I did. There's a lot of people out there that I arrested, that I let go. There's people that, like this guy had a warrant one time, and he actually was crying. This guy got like fresh out of prison. And he was crying because he thought I was gonna take him back to jail, but I didn't. I actually let his ass go. But he was driving the car that he shouldn't be driving. And I was like, look, I'm just had a car towed, and I'm gonna let you go. And he cried and all that shit, whatever. He tried to hug me. I didn't want him to hug me, but I was like, look, just go find somewhere to go, but I'm gonna let you slide. But I've also arrested girls that had a little slick mouth on them. So I had
What's wrong with having a slick mouth?
nah, she was talking too much shit. Listen,
So that's your ego.
I'm still human. No,
See,
it's
but then
not.
that's also the woman's ego to
No, no,
have
no,
a
no,
slick
no.
mouth with
Okay.
someone that's a higher authority.
Let me explain
too,
something.
Is it against the law to have a slick mouth, though?
No.
No, it's not against the law to
But
have a
that
slick
was
mouth.
added to it.
However, when you already know that you already committed a crime, don't get
And
slick
you
out the
do that-
mouth.
Right, that part. That's what I was
Shut
gonna
up.
say.
Oh,
You
you
already
didn't say
wrong.
that. You said you arrested
Oh,
them
I would've
for
been.
having a slick
Oh,
mouth.
I'm getting to the
No,
story. I
Oh,
was getting to the story.
sorry. Yeah. That's okay.
So this girl, right? She was driving. I said, all right, cool. She had a suspended license, and it was her birthday.
Oh.
And I said, you know what? I said, let me just check your license. I'll be back. If I'm going to check your license, that doesn't mean I'm going to arrest you. It means like, look, let me make sure that you don't have no warrants. We good. She started talking shit. Her homegirl was like, girl, shut up. Let him do his job. And she was like, why are you checking my license? You shouldn't be pulling me over. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be doing something better with your job?
Oh, why did you pull her over?
Oh, because she had no lights. She was driving in nighttime with
dark,
no headlights.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I said, what the hell? So I thought she was drunk. So I'm like,
Right.
all right, let me see what's up.
Right.
And she was like, you should be pulling me over. It's simple. It's just lights, whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. You already, I can give you a ticket already.
Yeah.
But I was trying to like be cool,
Right.
but she kept running her mouth. And I said, okay, cool. And then she kept going. I arrested her. But
Dang.
I mean, you got to suspend the license. You can't be driving suspended anyway.
Are you supposed to arrest someone with a suspended
Hell
license?
yeah, in Georgia, yeah.
In general. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's why you arrest her, really.
Absolutely.
Because she was running her,
That's what I'm
not
saying.
because she was.
No,
being
not because
slick.
she run
It
her
was just
mouth,
like,
but she
no,
already
I gotta
had.
let you go.
But it
Right.
was, you know,
If
it had
he
insult
would've-
to injury when
Right.
you
Yeah,
was
like-
saying he
doing
would have
that.
let her go if she would have been like, "Oh, my bad. I'll turn the lights on. It's my birthday. I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
he would have
'cause-
probably let her go. But because it was
Mhm.
already, she was supposed to be arrested anyway, and she had a slick mouth, it was like, all right, well, shit, you're not making it any.
Yeah, that shit ain't. Because if you see a lot of time with traffic stops, man, people get up and down. Listen, honestly, there are so many laws that people don't know about. I can arrest you for anything.
Yeah.
So stop, like, with all this animosity. I get it. Like, nobody likes police. Cool. Don't give them a reason to lock you up. And it happens so many times. It's like, yo, just let them do their job, go about their business, deal with another day. 'Cause a lot of times, especially on the street with traffic stops, people think that is the court of law. It's not. It is you versus that officer. That's it.
That's
If you
true.
think something wrong, deal with that shit in court. Don't deal with it on the street, because he can be the judge, jury, and executioner. He can kill you. So why deal with that right then and there? Let him do his job. Even if you think he's wrong, let him do it. Deal with that shit in court. File that later. Because if you try to get in his ass right now, he can say, okay, cool. Well, ma'am, this other law shit, I can wreck you up on this. Or let me take you to jail. What you gonna do then?
Man, that happened to me twice.
So
Both instances.
I always tell people, just let them do their job, even if they're wrong. Let it go. Deal with it later. Because if it is wrong by the book, the judge will throw out whatever the hell you had, and all is
Go
good.
with it,
But don't get dropped on your head and hurt and dropped and going to the hospital because you think something's wrong. Like, don't push that issue. And I see that happen too many times. I tell people, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
I ended
'Cause
up getting
nothing's
4
gonna come out of
tickets because my friend decided to backmouth this one guy, the officer. Really, I should have got 1 ticket, but I ended up getting 4 because she was going crazy at him. So I can see why. I mean, it is an ego thing sometimes, but at the same time, it's like that's the higher authority. If you were breaking the law anyway, just be respectful and be like, "That's your job. Gotcha. Sorry."
That's it.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
that'd be my biggest problem. I deal with that a lot. So, you got any other questions, sir? Or ma'am? Or anybody?
Let's go off the first thing we were saying about the system, if it was good or not.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not designed to be fair. It was never
told
designed to
life
be fair.
isn't fair.
Like, life ain't fair. It's not.
Well, see, we on the outside in, so you
Yeah.
tell us inside
the
out
inside, yeah.
what is it that's not fair
What is it not fair?
from a
From your
former
perspective.
police officer's
I
perspective.
feel like especially with like inner city communities, they know what you're capable of. They know your advantages, your opportunities. They know what you can't do. So a lot of times if an inner city, right, if we know that you don't have driver's license, a lot of y'all don't have license, then I'm gonna like let's say if a certain community, like where I'm from, we got an area called the Poker Beans. I know it's ghetto as fuck,
Poker beans.
but a lot of people in that area have arrest records, warrants, all types of shit, and they know that. So what you go do is you go drive around that area and just see if you can catch somebody walking, doing something stupid. Oh shit, he's jaywalking. Hey, come here. What you got? Oh yeah, where your ID at? Bling, bling, bling. Warrant. They know. It's a fucked up system. And I don't like it, but that's the way shit is. So a lot of times you got to be on your P's and Q's. But it's not fair at all because you don't see people riding around Beverly Hills looking for people like that. Like, nah, they'll do that shit in Compton, Inglewood, whatever, because they know one of them little motherfuckers got a gun on them, got drugs on them, something. You know what I mean? So it's not fair because they'll target you.
Right.
And people think like police have quotas. There's no quota. There is no fucking quota. Like, I hate people say that. No, it's
I
not.
did think that too.
What it is though, it's kind of like it's your opportunity to advance. So let's say we have a worksheet of like, let's say if you are arresting people, right? You get like 3 points on your name.
Oh.
If you give them a ticket, it's 2 points. So
This is like class where you get a star on next to your name.
basically.
Oh my
So let's say
goodness.
you add all those points up, and let's say you want to be a detective or something. They go back on those points and say, well, damn, how many you accumulated on this week or that week? And you can say, oh, okay, cool. You was enforcing. Cool, you're doing your job. Now, I could be an officer and do shit. I would keep my job, but I would never advance. I would be that same patrol officer on that same area for the rest of my career. That's all it is. So a lot of times, people that want to be advanced, they will enforce. They will give you a ticket whenever they can. They will arrest you whenever they can. It's no quota. And then plus, if you want to get off days, say you want Saturday, Sunday off, you have to show enforcement. So people would be like, yo, I hate my Monday, Tuesday off. Fuck that. I'm finna go get some tickets real quick. to get those to get those Sundays off or whatever. So there's no quota. It's just advancement and
So in
opportunity
order
to
to
have
get your
certain days.
days off, you have to meet a certain.
If you want good days off, you'll have Monday and Tuesday off.
Oh.
But I'm saying if you want that Friday night off, that Saturday night off, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the reality of it.
Yeah, I was reading an article a while ago. It was something was going on in the news with the police, and I realized though when I read this article, I'm not gonna say it's not the police, but it's the police union.
What
That's
about
out of control? Like I know my job right now. I'm not in the union, but my employees are on a union, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get away with murder,
Mm.
literally, like at work. Like they could do whatever they want, and they know that they can't get fired. They know that they can't get fired. They say that all the time. I'll do this. I can't get fired. The union's gonna protect me. The police have a union. If I'm, you know what I'm saying. That's what really needs to change. If anything needed to change first, if you knew that your union rep was not going to protect you from X, Y, and Z, then a lot of other shit wouldn't even be happening. Whatever.
But that's what the union is there for, is to protect.
Yeah,
the
but it's to
workers.
protect. But it does.
So I don't think that's what
but
the start of it needs to be, because that's their job.
No, correct. But it
Yeah.
protects bullshit. It's all in an umbrella. It encompasses all of that. Like you should always have a union rep if something is going on that's against your odds. But it shouldn't be
Oh.
every single thing that's going. Like, oh, I killed an unarmed person. You know, black, white, whatever. I killed an unarmed person at their house.
Mm-hmm.
The union should not protect you with that. You did that. That was a fuck up that you did. So why would the union be anywhere in that situation?
The union is limited. They don't protect stuff like that. They don't.
Oh God, I wish I had this article because
It's-
that's literally what this.
Let me listen.
go,
listen.
go,
About
go,
the
go, go,
police?
go. Yes,
Really?
yeah.
The
yeah,
police
yeah.
union, they are there to represent you, yes. But they're only there to represent you with internal affairs. Not the whole city, not the government, only internal affairs. Internal affairs have the final say-so, and whatever you did, whether they go fire you or keep you, the union is only representing you for that. Because I had to deal with that when I got kind of let go. All right, so with my situation, right, I'm going to, because it's going to lead up to the union. So the reason I left was I did something stupid. So I got assigned a patrol car at my job, right? So I said, all right, cool, I can take it home and do whatever I want. And I had training to do. And I took the training, but the training was on the outskirts of Atlanta. So you have Atlanta, but then you got Forsyth. Forsyth is like probably an hour and a half away. So I figured I can use that car to go to police training. I did. I didn't know that was a violation. I didn't know I had to sign up some authorization to even take that shit out of city limits. But I asked somebody about the shit just randomly, and he was like, shit, you probably can get fired for that. And I was like, word? Oh, shit. Me being young, I'm like, I want to get fired. I just got this guy. Like, fuck, what am I going to do after that? So I asked my supervisor. My supervisor called me, actually. And he was like, hey, did you take the police car outside city limits? Immediately, I said no. Because I'm like, I can fix this shit. I can just put the car back, no flame, no foul.
No,
but I ain't.
There's a tracking on it, isn't there?
No, because this is
I
one of the
thought you
old
said-
school cars.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was like, man, I can just put it back. The problem was I didn't know they had me on camera getting gas from the city. So like you have the city gas station, and you can use a
Yeah,
key to
and
get
you
it.
you probably used.
I used my key.
Yeah.
So when I used it, they tracked it and said, oh, who the fuck used gas at such and such and such?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. So that's why he kept asking me, and I was being young and dumb. I was like, oh well, shit.
Oh, he already knew the answer.
He already knew.
Exactly. It was
Like
like
a
a
And he-
woman that knows the answer.
Yeah, like that
Just thinking
shit.
if you gonna lie or not.
He brought me in the office. He was like, Thomas, listen, man. I'm actually. He couldn't say too much because it's under investigation. And then I was like, man, nah, I didn't. Nope.
Oh,
No.
That's,
gave you
that's
3
fucking
chances.
fucked up.
Lie to the end.
So
That's
he was like, yo, if you would have just came up and just told us, you would have got suspended, but you would still be here. So I said, all right, cool, whatever. But this is after the fact. So then the next day, I was like, fuck it, I'm telling the truth. I'm like, yo, I couldn't sleep all night. I'm gonna tell him.
Oh my goodness.
So I went and told him the truth, and he was like, all right, we appreciate you. We go consult, and then we'll get back to you. I already knew what that mean. I was like, all right, I got about 2 more months in this bitch, and that's it. So I was like, all right. So then I had investigation. That's when my union rep called me, and she was like, hey, we're gonna represent you for this internal affairs package, what they call it. And then they tell you what to be expected and all that shit. And then you go inside, you talk to internal affairs, and they go ask you questions. Union rep will tell you to say something or not, and then they'll come to their final decision. But that's all the union rep does. They just represent you for internal affairs.
I might be talking on my ass. I'm not. I'm totally fine with
With
that.
your
I may be talking on my ass, but I just feel like I read that article somewhere about the union is really screwed up because they just protect everything.
They just represent, man. They don't.
You know.
I mean, there are certain police unions in certain cities, like New York and shit like that. They're a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just speaking on Atlanta. But yeah. It's a little different, but yeah, man. My moral to the story though, man, I want people to like really understand something about police is that not every officer is bad, but don't give them a reason. Just don't, man. Let a lot of shit go. It ain't worth it. Let it go. If they go arrest you, let them arrest you. Stop fighting, stop kicking, stop spitting. Like, stop that shit. Because nothing's going to happen. They go even mess you up even worse, or they may just kill you. Just stop. Deal with that shit later. Don't worry about what's going on right then and there, because nothing good going to come out of that.
Yeah.
So that's my moral to it. But you have any questions?
I was gonna say, so that's ultimately like why you left that situation that you just
Mhm.
talked about.
Yeah.
So had that not happened,
Will I still be there?
yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would, yeah. Because I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I was doing a lot of shit that I probably shouldn't be doing. Not like criminal shit, but just ethnically.
Okay.
That wasn't the best thing to do. I had like a lot of guys I was hanging out with. Like the guys that I was
You
working
said
with.
ethnically?
I mean, my bad.
ethical.
Ethical.
Oh.
I knew what he meant.
You know what I meant, goddammit.
I did. I really genuinely.
just
I
wasn't really
know.
I would have
put
let
it
it.
out there.
I would have let it slide. I genuinely did not know. I'm like, well, what the fuck is he talking about?
Well,
Ethnic.
you know, ethical. You know what I mean.
Don't call him out.
Right.
You don't care that
He wanted
shit.
to do.
Hey, you know what? My mom tell me I do that shit. So
You
that might
do.
have been a
You
thing
do.
that I do.
Right.
I was waiting for you to say it. I knew it was
don't, but
coming.
I do hate when people like misspeak, I guess you could say. So
It's
I'm
cool.
sorry.
It's cool. It's cool. It's
But
all
I wasn't
good.
trying to do to you like
It's all,
that.
no, it's all good. I
On
mean,
the
they was gonna do it
internet.
regardless.
On the
Right.
internet, Sorry.
It's fine. Somebody was gonna say some shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
probably.
Oh yeah, so I hung out with like a lot of young guys. We was all 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, black. So, you know, we having fun. We get off, we going to the strip club. We partying with people that probably shouldn't even be partying with. You get in clubs free. You get bottles free, table service free. We got stuff for free because people knew we was officers.
Right.
And they figured, well, we do something, y'all can help us get off. Y'all can help us, whatever. So women everywhere. Money, it was nothing. Officers don't get paid much, but there's ways you can get paid. One, you got courtesy housing. So like they give you free apartments just to live there. So I had a 2-bed, 2-bathroom by myself. I was chilling. And then
you didn't need to be paid a lot.
I don't need to pay a lot.
You
It's
got free
fine. Like
rent.
my little 50K, I'll be just fine with that.
yeah.
And then you have like extra jobs. You have the Hawks games. You got the Falcons games. They pay $40 an hour just to sit there and direct traffic. So I was good. So like, would I still be there? More likely, yeah. I was having too much fun, but
Yeah.
I had to get out. After like
That was just your sign to get
after
out.
I needed to because there was a lot of shit that was going on, hanging with people doing stupid shit. I need to get out because if I wasn't, I probably would have been in jail for some shit.
What?
Yeah, so
So are you
it's
easily influenced?
no, I'm not easily influenced. I think for me, the way I grew up not doing nothing because I had brothers that was locked up in prison for various shit. So my parents sheltered me a lot. I didn't go to no parties in high school nor college. I didn't do nothing. I was still living with my parents at the time. And they have rules. You can't be out after 9 o'clock or some shit like that. So when I got out, and
You were
that was my
out.
first career. Like as soon as I got out the house, landed on a career. What you think I'm finna do? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna go all over the place. Parties, clubs, whatever. Like I
had the
went
Blue Flame, we had
ridiculous.
Magic
What?
City.
Magic City was man, Onyx? Man, look, it was a lot of shit that was going on in Atlanta. I have still a lot of friends out there, but yeah, we was having too much fun, man. We was having a lot of fun out there, and I enjoyed it. I did, but God told me I had to slow the fuck down because it was too much going on at once, and yeah, so I had to stop that shit. So yeah.
I'm glad you told us what their stupid thing was because my mind could have gone so many other places, but that wasn't like as bad as I thought it was.
Nah, not like I
Just
say, not
lied.
criminal stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, what's one thing I did, man? I did something stupid one time. I'm trying to think without.
Don't say
Crucif-
it on
No. This is not to crucify myself. Nah.
No.
But I did something nice one time. It's not a crime or anything, but I arrested this girl, and on the way,
For talking back.
no. Hey.
Terrible.
Very good. Actually. That was a good one. No, she got arrested by Macy's Loss Prevention for stealing.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So I just picked her up to go drop her off to the jail. So it wasn't my arrest.
Right.
So when we was driving, she was talking, and somehow, some way, she coerced me, and I was like, "Oh, this girl's pretty cool." And then she was like, I said, "Well, I have to take your purse to property. It's like a department, whatever." But she was like, "Can you hold it for me?" I said, "Hold it." I'm like, "What you mean?" She was like, "I'll be out soon. Just hold it down for me." I'm like,
Just hold it down for me.
"Hold it down for you?" Like, what?
Booty Judy.
Oh. She was thick though. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, man, she coerced me like everything, top to bottom, personality. Just she got me. So I was like, all right, I'll hold it down for you. I shouldn't have did that shit, but I did. And then she ended up showing up in my apartment, and then she kicked it with me for like 3 months.
She just
how
stayed
she
with you for 3 months.
Hmm? Hey, don't it? Yeah, she stayed
I'm
with me.
confused right now.
She lived with you for 3 months?
Yeah,
Literally after she got out, she just came to pick up her purse and stayed with
she
you for
came and
3
picked up her
months.
purse, but she stayed with me.
Bum. She's a bum.
Now she
She
had,
just stayed there?
yeah.
Yeah, but
3
you let her,
months.
though.
Right, he
You
did.
let her.
I
though.
didn't
He
care
said
at the
she had a
time.
nice body and a good
Yeah,
personality.
she had a fat ass. That's all that
Listen.
says.
Oh my
Hey, you
God.
got a
This
fat
is-
ass? You can
hey.
live
See
with
where
me.
that
Hey,
20-year-oldness
listen,
came
Hey,
in.
this
you got a
was-
fat ass? You can live
This
with
was
me.
listen. At this time was
Jesus.
this was 22-year-old Thomas. 22-year-old Thomas
Don't trust a big butt.
ain't have.
Thomas.
They
Right.
say
Thomas,
don't trust.
don't use that 22-year-old shit.
No, I'm gonna use it. Okay, I was a
You
little.
gonna use it in this room?
Yeah,
22?
Oh, right.
I forgot you are pretty young. But see, Josh, you're advanced and mature for your age.
See, no, you can't say that. You just
No,
can't
because
say that.
everybody's not that mature at 22, 23.
But I would say
I was
at the
22
same.
last year, bro.
Right.
I was
He's
never
20.
doing no shit
Yeah.
like
That's what I'm
that.
saying. Like, you
Listen,
know, I
but
just-
you wasn't in position of power like that. There's a difference. When you get certain power, bro, you got to know how to use it. With great power
Yeah,
comes great
yeah, I
responsibility.
wasn't no police. Right, correct. I wasn't no police, but I'll tell you this though, I had my own crib.
Right.
It wasn't no, I got that over people that's older than me.
Right.
I got that on 40-year-old cats. They ain't got thing on. I was still living that thing. This cat at my job, 50 years old, living with his mama. Anyways, but I mean, I got that. I still wouldn't have did that
Right.
shit.
Well, the difference was his was a 2-bedroom and free.
Oh, right.
It was free. He wasn't paying
excuse
for
me.
it.
I pay my rent
Right.
and I got a studio. Excuse me.
It
is a
Sorry.
little
That's the
different.
difference. That's the difference.
So
Once-
he got whatever he wanted
Once
at any
again,
time.
Sorry.
as a police officer, I had a lot of power and I did a lot of shit that was questionable. But to have that much power at the age and the mindset I had at that time, it wasn't good. So I regret doing some stuff I don't, because I learned a lot of shit from doing shit I was doing to now. That's why I'm a completely different people. I'm more relaxed, I'm more chill. I don't be going out like that. I kick it. You know what I mean? So
Can I say something real quick?
What's up?
Going back a little bit. No, it's not nothing crazy. It's a concept I've always thought about. I thought it was it's interesting when people say this. You said that God told you.
slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You think it's interesting when people say that when some shit don't work out as a easy cop out?
No.
Wait.
Oh, good. Oh, get in your ass. Go ahead.
But this didn't work out, but that was for the best. That was supposed to happen, or you know what I'm saying. Sometimes like shit don't happen because you didn't put the work in for it. Sometimes shit don't happen because you didn't work hard enough, and actually it was meant for you, but you didn't.
No, I think everything happens for a reason. I am one of those
reason,
people.
The reason I said that.
The reason, yeah, because you didn't work hard enough, you know.
Oh no, but I don't have that.
Not you. I'm not. Not
I
you.
was like, I don't have that.
I'm just saying, like sometimes shit doesn't work, but it's just like it's so easy to just say, but that was God's plan. God didn't want me to get that job. It was like, nah, like I didn't. Like when I'm talking about the Netflix cat, like I was supposed to. I was real close to working at Netflix. I didn't do it. I know why, because I wasn't putting in the work.
Well, yes.
Right, but I mean, I put in the work, but
Right.
I would say like 98%. I was doing like a cool 98.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do 100 though. I can't say, you know what, man, God didn't want me to get that job.
No, but
like
then-
I didn't do the honey.
Yeah.
I
And
see what you're
lot
saying.
of
I see what
people,
you're
but a
saying,
lot
but-
of people just chalk it up to that, and it's just like
I don't think
alright.
in this situation that's what it is, though.
I
think
mean, I
What
don't
I-
know
To
because
me,
if you
it's-
never would have did that, like she just asked you, would you still be a police officer or anything like that? You still would be a police officer right now.
right now, but he has a different mindset now. At that time, if he would have gotten let out and let go for that whatever he did and continued, he probably would have been in jail, is what he said. So therefore, it was a good thing that he got out, and everything happens for a reason in that sense.
That's
Yes,
exactly what I
he
was gonna
loved
say.
it and had a great time doing it. But if he would have continued, he would have been in the same path as his brothers, is what he's saying.
That's why I say I was God, because I could have been some serious shit,
Right.
but I got let go, slapping my wrist for that.
Right.
Because I consider that a slap on my wrist to be let go versus what could have really happened. And they let me go with a pension too.
Oh.
Thank
Yeah.
God for that. But we also oh.
Yeah, hey, I was chilling
bad.
for like
See?
Not
for like
bad.
4 months. I was chilling,
Not bad.
but I went through a depression state during that time because it was just me. I'm in Atlanta. I'm not no family around me, so I was going through it. When I tell you, I was throwing that money.
So back with the whole circle, did your friends just leave you because you were no longer in the police?
No, but I didn't want to be around nobody. I
Oh.
felt disappointed in myself,
Oh.
and I didn't want to talk to nobody.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't tell my parents until like a month or two later.
Oh.
Because I felt like they were gonna be disappointed and all that shit. So
Yeah.
I didn't talk to nobody. I was suicidal at that time too.
Ugh.
I was like really messed up. And I was like, because it's an empty house, it's quiet, nobody there, just me. So I was just like, damn,
Alone with
where's
your
my life
thoughts.
going now? What am I gonna do? And I was like, man, people ain't gonna miss me. Let me just go ahead and just do something myself. I thought about that a few times,
That's all.
and I was like, nah, I gotta think about something. And then my brother came out to see me, whatever, and I started throwing money. He's like, yo, I ain't got no money. I got this pension. Let's go. Because I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to get it off me. So I was
Yeah.
just thousands of dollars. Here you go, thousands, doing whatever. And I ended up running out of that goddamn money. And then I had to get another job and all this other shit. And I was still staying at the courtesy spot. I was supposed to leave, but they didn't know that I got fired. I ain't say nothing. So I was still clocking. When they found out, I was like, all right, I got to get a job now. So yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this episode up. I hope y'all got some informative information from it. But that was my little take on law enforcement, things like that. Don't forget to like, share again, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
I'ma act a damn fool, yeah. Ooh, I'm about to act a fool, yeah.